Hello ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this video. A very warm welcome to another video of mine. Well, today I'm gonna talk about the Malavya Yoga. You know, a Malavya Yoga is one of the five of the Panch Mahapurush Yoga. And a Malavya Yoga is formed when the planet Venus is in the ascendant 4th house, 7th house or 10th house. And it should be in the Libra sign, the Taurus sign or the Pisces sign. So when the planet Venus is in the 1st, 4th, 7th, 10th, then a Malavya Yoga is formed. And the planet Venus should be in the Libra, Taurus or the Pisces sign. So this particular yoga is a very auspicious yoga. It gives you money, it gives you pleasure, it gives you joy, it gives you happiness, it gives you material things, it gives you all the beautiful things of this world. It gives you love, it gives you your love relationship, it gives you good health, it gives you good sexual health, and it gives you good relationships. So this particular Malavya Yoga is a very important yoga. You know, at this point in time, from the 6th of September 2021 until 2nd of October 2021, a very powerful Malavya Yoga is gonna get formed. And during this time, it is gonna give fabulous results to most of the people of this world. This particular Malavya Yoga is gonna get formed in the Libra sign. Well, today I wanna predict about this Malavya Yoga for all the moon signs, for all the ascendants. Even though this Venus will not be considered a Malavya Yoga in the 2nd house, the 3rd house, the 6th house, the 8th house, the 11th house and the 12th house, and not to forget about the 5th and the 9th houses as well, still, I would like to predict about all the moon signs, all the ascendant signs, because this particular Venus in its own house will be very powerful. Hence, it is gonna give fabulous results for all. Hence, I wanna predict about all the moon signs, all the ascendant signs. Well, now let me start predicting about the Malavya Yoga for Aries moon sign, Aries ascendant people. You know, this particular Malavya Yoga is gonna be in your 7th house. I mean, from the ascendant or from the moon sign, you will see that Venus will be in your 7th house. So during this time, you will become confident. So during this time, if you had any problems with your spouse, then there is gonna be some reconciliation between you and your spouse at this point in time. If you were in a partnership, then you and your partner are gonna increase that business which you are currently doing. You may also involve a new partner in your business at this point in time. I mean, if you have an investor to invest in your business, then you should definitely approach that person. You may also plan to go abroad at this point in time. It may be for a job, it may be for a vacation, it may be to settle somewhere abroad. You know, at this point in time, your relationships is gonna get very strong, and you are gonna make a conscious, deliberate and a determined effort to maintain very good relationships with your friends, your family and your near and dear ones. Well, for Taurus moon sign, Taurus ascendant people, this powerful Venus will be in the 6th house. I mean, this Venus would be in its own sign in the 6th house. So during this time, you will conquer your enemies. If you had any sort of debt, then you will try to pay that debt off at this point in time. You might pay that debt in one go at this point in time. If you had any sort of animosity or acrimony with anyone, then during this time, you are gonna make peace with them. All your past serious diseases, all your past illnesses are gonna come to an end at this point in time. I mean, you might see a pause in your illnesses and diseases at this point in time. If any of a serious disease was troubling you, bothering you, then at this point in time, you would see relief in those illnesses and diseases. You will try to decipher, you will try to recognize what has been the fault with you until now. I mean, you might be thinking, why haven't you succeeded until now? And you will start working on your life, towards a better life during this time. However, you need to take care of some parts of your body at this point in time, as you may face some sort of problem regarding these parts, these organs of the body. And those parts, those organs of the body are pancreas, small intestine, parts of the body which are below your lower waistline, lower back, urinary bladder, kidneys. So if you face any sort of problem regarding these parts of the body, these organs of the body, then you need to give special attention to it. Well, for Gemini moon sign, Gemini ascendant people, this Malavya Yoga is gonna get formed in your 5th house. Though only some texts say that a Malavya Yoga is formed in the 5th as well as the 9th house. But in my experience, I have seen this Malavya Yoga giving fabulous results in the 5th and 9th house. So this is indeed a very good time for romantic relationships, for studies, to invest your money in the stock market. You are gonna act very wisely at this point in time, and you are gonna make certain decisions in your life which will benefit you during this time as well as in the future. Your intelligence will be at its peak during this time, and you are gonna be determined about earning money at this point in time. You would get very serious in your work at this point in time. Some of the parts of the body which you need to take care of at this point in time is your stomach, your kidneys, the area below your heart, liver, spleen and lower back. So if you face any sort of problem regarding these parts of the body, these organs of the body, then you need to give special attention to it. Well, for Cancer moon sign, Cancer ascendant people, this is gonna be an excellent time for y'all, because this Malavya Yoga is gonna get formed in your 4th house. So you are gonna experience a lot of joy, a lot of happiness at this point in time. There could be a change of residence for you at this point in time. Your mother will go out of her way to support you in any activity you do during this time. Even if the other family members are not supporting you, still your mother would be standing like a rock in your life. She would prove to be a pillar of strength for you at this point in time. If you are planning to invest in a property, then this would be an ideal time. All you need to be careful at this point in time is about your karmas. Your karmas should be in sync with your moral values at this point in time. You should follow the path of righteousness at this point in time. You shouldn't speak any sort of harsh words to anyone at this point in time. You shouldn't hurt anyone at this point in time. If you owed money to someone, then this would be an ideal time to return that money back to them. You could also buy an electronic gadget at this point in time, or some furniture at this point in time for your comforts. Well, for Leo moon sign, Leo ascendant people, this particular Venus will be in the 3rd house. So during this time, you are gonna show exemplary courage in your work, in your studies, in any area of activity you are in. You are gonna be very helpful to your siblings at this point in time, and vice versa. You are gonna show extreme courage to overcome your problems and difficulties at this point in time. You are gonna communicate very well with your near and dear ones, and you are gonna make a determined effort to make your ideas and plans known to your near and dear ones. Though they might not agree with your ideas and plans, still I'd want you all to go ahead with your ideas and plans which you have always wanted to implement in your life. There could be some short distance travel for you at this point in time, and you would want to achieve your short-term goals at this point in time so that you can achieve and accomplish those bigger goals and dreams of your life. Well, for Virgo ascendants, Virgo moon sign people, This particular Venus will be in the second house. Hence, at this point in time, you will see money in your life. You are gonna see wealth in your life. You are gonna take very good care of your family at this point in time. You and your family members are gonna support each other at this point in time. I mean, y'all are gonna work in tandem with each other to progress in life, to see success in life. If there was any sort of disagreement, any sort of disharmony in your life, then during this time, those differences are gonna come to an end at this point in time. You would be inclined to save money at this point in time. However small that saving might be, you will intend to save money at this point in time. You will try to be diplomatic at this point in time. I mean, you will be very discreet with the people around you. Your style is gonna get appreciated by any and everyone during this time. Well, for Libra moon sign, Libra ascendant people, this is gonna be a great time for y'all, as the planet Venus, as the Malavya Yoga will be in your ascendant. So you are gonna show extreme confidence at this point in time. You are gonna take some major decisions for yourself during this time. Your health is gonna improve drastically at this point in time. And if you were looking for that power, that status in your life, then you will get that status, that power during this time. This time is especially good for people who are in a higher designation. This time is excellent for those people who are in authority. Your behavior at this point in time is gonna get appreciated and admired by all your loved ones, by all your friends, by all your near and dear ones. Well, for Scorpio ascendant, Scorpio moon sign people, this particular Venus will be in your 12th house. I mean, Venus will be in its own sign in the 12th house. So during this time, if you had made any sort of losses previously, then you are gonna recover those losses at this point in time. Your sexual activity will be at its peak during this time. You are gonna spend a lot of money behind your comforts, behind your luxuries at this point in time, because you'd realize that life is very short. Hence, you will spend money at this point in time. You would start dreaming about your goals and dreams at this point in time. Though things may not manifest for you currently, but these imaginations about your goals and dreams will definitely manifest in your life later on. You are gonna feel a sense of freedom at this point in time. I mean, you are gonna feel liberated from that mental and physical trauma, from that mental and physical agony, from that mental and physical suffering you have been going through. And you are gonna connect to God at this point in time, because you will feel that there is a powerful force above you which is ruling you. Hence, you are gonna remember that God at this point in time. In other words, you are gonna get very religious and spiritual at this point in time. Well, for Sagittarius moon sign, Sagittarius ascendant people, this particular Venus will be in your 11th house. I mean, Venus will be in its own house in the 11th house. So this is gonna be an excellent time for y'all. You are gonna see excellent profits for yourself during this time. You are gonna see money during this time. You are gonna see a fulfillment of your wishes and desires at this point in time. Your elders, siblings are gonna help you at this point in time. There is also a strong possibility of you getting rewarded at this point in time. I mean, there could be a sudden promotion in your job at this point in time. You are gonna gain from yourself, your friendships, your near and dear ones and your loved ones at this point in time. So, this is gonna be a time for you to gain everything in your life. If you had lost anything, then you will see that you will recover all those losses at this point in time. Well, for Capricorn moon sign, Capricorn ascendant people, this particular Malavya Yoga is gonna get seen in your 10th house. So this is gonna give a boost to your career. This is gonna give a boost to your job, your career, your business, etc., etc., etc. This is gonna give a boost to your work as well. You are gonna do some fantastic work during this time, which will be admired and respected by your bosses and your colleagues at this point in time. You are gonna see fame and recognition for you at this point in time. In other words, you are gonna rise in life at this point in time. But let me tell you all that you need to keep a watch on your karmas at this point in time. You shouldn't belittle anyone at this point in time. You shouldn't disparage or denigrate any person at this point in time. Try to remain as humble as possible during this time. This time could be an excellent time for people who are in government service or in higher positions or in a position of authority. Well, for Aquarius moon sign, Aquarius ascendant people, this powerful Venus in its own house is going to be in your 9th house. I mean, from your moon sign or from your ascendant. So again, this is gonna be an excellent time for y'all. This is gonna be a fantabulous time for y'all. There could be a sudden change in your fortune at this point in time. I mean, your fortune can change for your better during this time. There would be perfect relationship with your father at this point in time, and you could be inclined to travel abroad at this point in time. Though you might not be able to do so, but there would be a wish within you to travel abroad at this point in time. These wishes and desires of you traveling abroad will be fulfilled later on. You could also get an advice during this time to make your life better. So if you receive any sort of advice, suggestion from anyone in this world, you should take those advices, those suggestions very seriously. You are gonna get very lucky at this point in time. And if you were attempting to do any sort of difficult work, then let me tell you that you are gonna see success in those endeavors, those attempts. Well, for Pisces moon sign, Pisces ascendant people, this particular Venus will be in your 8th house. So during this time, you are gonna see transformations in your life. There would be some sudden events in your life which will change your life forever for the better. You could also get some sort of inheritance or some sort of gift from your elders at this point in time. You would be interested in occult science at this point in time, and if you are a student and doing some research, then you are gonna be successful in that research at this point in time. The findings which you do during this time will be recognized by the institute which you are studying in. You will have the confidence to overcome any sort of obstacles, any sort of hurdles, any sort of barriers in your life. Well, this pretty much completes my analysis about the Malavya Yoga and the planet Venus in the Libra sign. If you want some specific predictions about yourself, then you can contact me directly. Well, like I always say, that if you wish to know your future through astrology and you are determined to live the best possible version of yourself, well, one must always try to live his or her best version of themselves, because there is only one life to live. There are no duplicates of a life. You will not get a chance to live this beautiful life once again. And if you want to enhance your luck in your life, if you want to boost your luck in your life, if you want to improve and increase your luck in your life, then I have some brilliant remedies for you. These remedies which I am talking about are all godly remedies, are all religious remedies, and these remedies can be utilized by any person of any religion. These remedies will help you to earn more money in your life. It is gonna show you success and prosperity in your life. It is gonna make you experience richness in your life. It is gonna make you a positive person in your life. It is gonna make you experience peace, tranquility and calmness in your life, which is most important for human beings. And if you are hell-bent on taking your life from the ridiculous to the sublime, from the low point to the high point, from nothing to something, then you can contact me over WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number has been given on this video. Have a great day and a great time ahead. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.